Hi, and welcome back. I think tonight we'll clean up those welds a little bit. I got me one of those little air sanders. I'll show you what it looks like, and hopefully we'll knock those down pretty quick. We get those down, we might see if we need to add more weld to them, and if not, we might start to mark a line back there and cut that piece out so we know what kind of template we need to make, and just do little fiddly stuff just to keep it moving on. I don't plan on being out here very long tonight. Had a long weekend, so we'll just try to get this straightened up. Maybe try to fit that piece again once we get that weld there kind of knocked down, because I think my gap on that's gonna be pretty big. So we'll look at that, and then I'll show you what I plan to do on that back part again. Anyways, if you see my shop, it's clean-ish now. I spent weekend doing that. This side over here still looks the same. I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff, but anyways, let's pop over there and I'll show you what I plan to do tonight. I even cleaned my Bronco out. Took all the sheet metalers, little stuff I need to pick up there and that piece there, but I'm pretty happy. Anyways, we'll work on knocking these down here, and this has a little high piece right here that needs to come down to make this flat, but we'll use that little sander that I'll show you here in a minute and do that. Once we get that, we'll try to fit this piece again. I think my gap up here is gonna be pretty big, so we'll look at that. And I think we might come down here, maybe try to use that little air sander again, see if we got some good metal through here. Then I'll maybe cut this out, so now we gotta make it a little angle piece and then flat. I need to pop some welds and knock that down, so we might try that tonight. Kind of peel that back, because I'm still thinking that I'm gonna try to save this piece here if I can. Probably get my little air sander and sand this down, see how far the rust goes up, because I want to weld to good metal. I don't want any blow through like we had on that other side over there, because I used a thinner gauge of metal. So we'll maybe sand that down, look at that tonight too. We may work in here a little bit, getting this cleaned up and getting ready for primer like this one. Anyways, let's look at that little sander I got. This is the 3/8 air belt sander. Got it from Harbor Freight. I think it was 25 bucks. But I'm hoping to use this to get in there and knock down those welds. Gives you 2 belts and a wrench and a fitting. It's good because I don't think I had any more of those. But anyways, we'll get it put together, and I'll show you what it sounds like and what it does. Here's what it looks like. You get a better seal around there, but it's leaking a little air. It's pretty loud though, so. Now let's see if we can hit those and make those flat. what I'm thinking I'm going to do here is cut it right about there. Get all that rust out and maybe shape this up a little bit. I'm thinking I can still use this piece because it's not rusted that bad right in here. And it doesn't look that bad back here either, where it connects to. Only bad part is, you know, this right here and this little bit right here. I think I can patch that with a new panel. I figure I can cut this out, put the new inner rocker in, and then cut the inner rocker to fit right there. Come down here. Of course, I do a little bit of fixing right through here. I think that'd be a lot easier than trying to take these off and try to push this new rocker in there. Anyways, that's my plan at the moment. And I think this right here make my line, see where it ends up. I'm thinking about cutting about that much out, and that way it gets all this kind of pitting and stuff through here. And I think this is pretty solid metal. Then I'll just build this piece with a new piece of sheet metal. Just save this piece and mark how this angle is. And then we'll cut it and bend it. Might take it to work. They got a metal bending machine, so I might take it there and have them bend that angle in it for me, or bend that right angle, and then we'll bring it back here and we can cut this out, and then, you know, cut that piece, and then cut that angle over there, and then we'll just butt weld it together, and then that should fix this, and then we'll fold this back over, you know, tag it where they had it, fill this back in, because I'm going to take this, grind this down, take these off, and pull this out, because I don't necessarily want to have to weld the new rocker right here. So if it looks bad, then I'll just cut it and put the new one on. But anyways, that's my plan for that. I just thought I'd do a impromptu review of the new belt sander. It works perfect. Exactly what I need to use it for. The belts that come with it, I think are these, and it's just like a, well, I guess it's kind of fabric backing. But you see that first one popped pretty quick. These have a better backing on them, and it stayed on, and it worked really well. The sander, the ones I bought, this Velcro, of course, with this, I'm not a fan of them, because you can see, you know, I don't know if this spins too fast for it or what. It may be the case, but they just kind of catch and then explode apart. I guess if you're doing more slow, it might work better, but I'm wanting to get through it kind of quick. So I would recommend using these with the screw that locks it in place. These work way much better, and I feel you can get a lot more use out of them. So when I go to buy them again, I'll just buy another pack of these. But I got a bunch of these to go through. Some of these I might not use for a while. Like these are really fine grit for wet sanding, and I got a bunch of them. But and then this thing, you know, of course, chews it up when you get close, because this was out to here. You can see that yellow used to come all the way out. Kind of chewed underneath it quite a bit. But anyways, I definitely am going to use this a lot more. It works really well. I need to get a water trap on my machine, my compressor, because it started kicking water and oil out, just like the same way it did on this little sander here. But I'll take you over here and show you what it looks like. It flattened these out pretty good. I'm pretty happy. I figure some seam sealer, a little bit of Bondo maybe will help those out quite a bit. But as I'm running it, there's a little raised spot here, which I can get with that little sander, and a little bit right back here. But other than that, they're all pretty smooth. I didn't get to those, but we'll get those. And it took this down really good. Now this should fit a lot nicer. I think it does. Oops. But I'm going to show you what I mean by the gap in this. Okay, if you can see, I think that's how it's supposed to sit. Maybe raised up just a tad. You can see where my gap is pretty big through there, and then it gets really small. And this is setting flush with this corner, and it looks like it's pretty level through here. So I'm gonna have a kind of a difficult time trying to fill that in, but I think I'm gonna buy me some of those copper spoons, and that should help with it. I thought it was supposed to be like this, and then that kind of see it kicks up too far in the back. So we're gonna order those. We might go ahead and drill a couple holes in here. That way we can spot weld to the back and get this kind of stuck in here and over here. And then we'll clamp it, and we'll start stitching it up. I think that might do it for me tonight. We got our lines marked where we need to cut, and we'll continue on. Thanks for watching. I think that'll do it for me tonight. I don't feel like I got much accomplished, but got those welds knocked down pretty well enough that I think we can start to fit the piece a little bit better. I think next time we'll drill a couple holes, and need to do a little bit of work on this flange here that goes from the cowl to that piece. I need to bend it back a little bit, and then we'll clamp it and try to spot weld the back of that together. And as soon as I get those spoons in, we can fill in that gap. But I might try to tack those bottom welds in, so we got it on there. Try to do that next time, and then we'll cut the pieces out that we don't need, that little piece of rocker, and cut that big piece through there so we can make that. And once we get that made, we can put that new pan in. I think we got a crack we need to weld up too. We'll get that welded up. We'll put the new pan in, get it spot welded in, and then we can move on to positioning the floor, marking where we need to cut, manipulating the pan a little bit so it fit, and get that in. Clean the brace up, prep the brace, front brace, and then we'll put the inner rocker on. Then we'll put the kick panel on, get that lined up, and after that we can put the outer rocker on, I believe. Once all that's on, I got 2 new doors back there. Have to find the hinges. We'll put the hinges on, hang the doors, see how the gaps are, and go from there. But hopefully we'll start speeding it up a little bit, and we'll start knocking these things out. I really want to get this side done here pretty quick. Like I said, I like to take it to the Roberts Cave car show if they have it this year. I'm not sure if they're having it, but I like to take it there and just put it out there for people to see. Not sure if I'll get to do that or not, but I'm definitely not gonna move it until I get this side fixed. And might not move until I get new body mounts in it. That's something else we need to do. So take all the body mounts off and put new ones on. But I'd like to say shout out, special thank you to Mike. He sent me some diagrams. That's going to help me out with the door spacing. Get the right amount of inches, for the door fit in right, and where all the body mounts are. I didn't know where 2 of them were, and those are going to be kind of a booger to get to. But thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. It's going to help me out tremendously. I'm going to refer to those a lot. And another shout out to Matt. Keep going. Thanks for keeping me updated on your project. Looks like you're moving pretty quick. I'd like to see mine go that fast, but it'll get there. But you're starting to shape up pretty good. Anyways, if you want to email me, there's a link in the about page of my channel page. It says view email address. Just click that little box on a computer and it'll give you my email. Kind of don't want to put it on comments, afraid of spam and whatnot, but feel free to email me. I like seeing y'all's projects and hearing from you, and especially if you got anything that'll help me with mine. I appreciate it a lot. But we'll keep going. It's gonna be a long process, but we'll get there. Another thing too is I'm gonna try to implement in my shop is when I get done with my tools, I'm gonna put them up. That way we keep it looking as good as it can for the moment. But yeah, I don't like, cause this one wrench right here, I forgot I had it. Found it in a box back over there. Don't know why I was there, but anyways, that's what I'm gonna plan to do with my shop is put things up every night after I get done. That way I have them know where they're at the next time. So hopefully that'll streamline things a little bit there too. I won't be looking for stuff near as much. But anyways, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Gonna be something over the Bronco. We're gonna get that done first. Like I said, I got a Healy back there that I'm dying to get into, which I have no idea about anything on it. But I really want to pull around here and start working on it. But we need to get this done first. That way I can enjoy it. And anyways, post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Please like, comment, subscribe. Really helps the channel. Thank you to all new subscribers. It means a lot to me that you decide that my little bit of time I have here is worth it. It keeps me motivated to come out here and mess with this. Anyways, I'll see you on the next.